Hello and welcome to DCD Transporters. The van behind me that I want to show you today is Britain's best selling van. Probably quite easy to guess, it outsells its competitor 3-1. So why is that? It's probably the easiest to maintain, and because there's loads available on the market, they're really good value. So yeah, you've guessed it, it's the Transit. And this Transit has now got the best camper interior in it. So stick with us, subscribe to the channel, and we want to show you around this Ford Transit Custom that we've turned into probably the best camper van. So here it is, the Ford Transit Custom. So the earlier generation, so I know the new one's out now, but still, you know, these are Britain's best selling vans. This particular Transit is a custom sport, so it does get the body kit on it, so it does look a little bit more sporty as the name suggests, and you can see what we've done to it. So we've got pop top roof on it with the scenic canvas, and I like these ones because that has the little cowl on the front there. If you zoom into that, you'll see the little aerodynamic reflector, and then that brings us neatly into the Fiamma F43 van. That's a really nice awning, this one, and I like this a lot more than the 45s because of these composite ends. That is a really nice awning, and I think these ones just have a slightly better mechanism inside them. They're really good. Big fan of them, so like that a lot. As you can see down the side, we've got full glazing, the factory style windows up the front with the openers, and then we've got glazing on the rear quarters. Yeah, coming around to the front here, we've got these amazing HID lights, which are part of this particular package on the van. Let me see these nice wheel arch extensions. It has the Ford grille and the really nice splitter. These are absolutely lovely van. Great body kit going around this. Just makes it look superb. Love that side skirt, and then coming around to the back, all that body kit on there. That's really cool. Absolutely fantastic. And then of course it gets these body stripes that go up and over the van, making it look very sporty indeed. You can see why they are so popular. This is a very smart version of the Transit van. It looks absolutely superb. So the thing you really want to see though is inside. So let's get it opened up. Let's have a look. So that body coloured stripe, we said that was going over the van, is echoed in here. So this has got a Viper green style laminate interior with our U-shape providing the most space that you're going to get in a van of this size. We've got van shades, window pods on those side windows, our top cabinet there, gorgeous bit of oak worktop with the nice little Dometic sink, Dometic NRX 50 fridge, the night heater outlet down the side there, and this amazing ship deck style flooring, which is a really lovely waterproof flooring, which makes a cracking camper van floor because of its nature. Very hard wearing, and like I said, it's waterproof as well. So what a great layout for space. fantastic interior that is. So let's go through some details. We'll start opening up the cupboards and the drawers so you can see exactly what's on the inside. This is the passenger side of the van, and in here we have the porta potty drawer, which at the moment has got the awning rail winder, but yeah, that's where you'd normally put your porta potty. Thetford 145 or 345 fits in there, an absolute treat. There are some others as well, but we do find that the Thetford toilet is the premium one that we like to recommend, especially the 345. It is just that little bit better. The drawer slides these are on are 120 kilos, so that does mean that you can leave the porta potty in there as well. So you don't need to keep taking it out. It will store in there, so whether it's in day mode like it is at the moment with the benches set up, or if it's in night mode and you've got the bed set up, you can still get access to that porta potty. Jumping inside the van, got this really nice drawer underneath the worktop. Good utensils drawer. Sink here, like we said, it's the domestic one. Really nice size. Nice and deep that is, so yeah, that's pretty good. And then we've got the Dometic NRX50 fridge, which we've spun the door around so it opens in a much better way. You can get access to the fridge from inside the van, so that's just much more sensible. And then it's got a little freezer compartment at the top here as well. That's a really nice little touch, so you can still have your cornettos while you're out camping. So that's that, really cool. In here's the main cupboard with the water tank. So we just have a fresh water tank and the wastewater drains underneath the van. So you just put a little catch tank underneath there. So that saves a cupboard from having to have two tanks inside it, which would pretty much render that cupboard full of stuff. So one fresh water tank is all you need, and that's going to still give you plenty of space in there. Soft close hinges on everything. So, and then working our way up to the top cabinet. So top cabinet houses the night heater controller. So that's the controller there from Autoterm. Just switch him on, there we go. So he's sitting up there. That's got the thermostat on it as well. Then beside the controller we have these two lovely big cupboards for plenty of stuff in there. Soft close again and self-latching doors, which are really lovely. So I'll hear them. That's it, click, click. Super. If we lift the cushion up on this side, underneath here is a storage area for all of your clean stuff. So really nice little storage area in there that you can put all your either clothing in or all your bed in. So duvets, pillows, cushions, that kind of thing can all get stowed in there. And that's accessed just underneath the cushion. It's got our favourite setup, which is the 360 table. So this thing just opens up the space inside the van. So it just gives you loads of flexibility, how you use that table, where you can position yourself, and just getting the most out of the size of the van that you can. Right, so let's have a look at this table. So when we say 360 table, what we mean is the way that it will articulate and move around. So it's eccentric as well. So it means the pivot is set off to one side. So that will mean that the table can move around and position itself in a variety of places just to make it easier for you to sit beside. So now it's sort of shunted towards the rear of the van. If we spin it around this way, we can get it further down this side. So that should then mean, the camera tracks us okay, we can then get more people around the seating. So it should comfortably fit 4 adults around here with ease. So we've got this big bench on the passenger side, the smaller bench on the other side, and then of course you've got the rear of the van as well for that U-shaped configuration that we've got. So this table just opens up that possibility of being able to position itself around. What it also does as well is extends the worktop. So if you do have a bigger cooker on there, or if you are cooking inside the van and you've brought your portable cooker in, or your induction cooker, which this van is designed to run, then of course you can extend that worktop and then make it so that you've got more prep area or just another space for something else to sit. So that will then go alongside the worktop to make that one long unit. So here we go, this is what we mean. We've now extended the worktop using the table, and we've brought the sofa around into like an L-shaped configuration. So that now means you've got a huge work surface and still bench seating around you as well. So you've now doubled that work surface that's available to you. So let's have a quick look at the electric setup that's in this van. So it's got a conventional setup with a lithium battery. So 105 amp hour lithium battery, so that should give you a good bit of off-grid use. You've got 240 sockets for when you are plugged into the mains, and then we've got a variety of USBs, A's and C sockets available throughout the van. Now down at the back here, we've got up into the roof, we've got USB A's, and they're on both sides. Around the back here, you see another little socket sitting here. So yeah, so you've got two USB A's either side at the back, so above your head where you're sleeping in this side, so that's really nice. And then coming around to the front, like we said, we've got those A and C sockets there on the side of the cabinet. We've got two of those, and then up into the roof area, you've got USB C's on the little flexi tail lamps up the top here. And there's one either side of the van, so you should just be able to see that little USB socket in there. That's it. So, and then of course they've got lights on them as well. So plenty of USBs throughout the van, and all the electrics are hidden underneath the passenger seat. Sliding the passenger seat forwards gets you access into the main electrics area with the RCD unit and fuse box. And then you've got your main units in there from Victron, your solar controller and your battery to battery controller. The 240 hookup on this van is under the bonnet, nice and tucked out of the way, so we don't have any unsightly holes going on in the van. And the other reason for that is this, as you can see, is a twin slide van. So that means we've got two opening doors on the side. So what we didn't want to do is obviously put a socket in the back here. One, it creates quite an unsightly hole, and the other, if you do open the door, chances are you're going to get some kind of interference with the door and the socket if you've got the cable plugged in. Let's have a look at the back of the cupboards on this twin slide version. So with that sliding door open, there's no unsightly mess on the back of the cupboard. It's all nice and neatly finished. We've got the intake for the night heater, and we've also got access into the cupboard for the freshwater tank sitting on here as well. So if we get that there, we've got easy access to that tank from this side of the van as well as the other side. All finished nice. Again, top cabinet finished nice. So it's just nice and neat. And the great thing about the twin slider is if you do open both the doors while camping, you get a lovely through breeze coming through the van. So on those hot days, it's going to be absolutely cracking. Let's take a look around the back of the van and what the access is like and what cupboard space you've got. So over on this side, we've got what we'd call our mucky cupboard. So in here, you could have, like we've got the hookup lead, wheel chocks, leveling chocks that is, all ready to be stowed in there. We've got our buddy box sitting at the back there, and then we've got the pull-out kitchen. So we'll show you the pull-out kitchen first. So this is our pull-out kitchen. So it features some really nice storage, like lovely storage drawer here. And put all your bits and bobs in, utensils, cutlery, nice little chopping board to go in there. That's a really lovely piece of oak, matching the interior. And then on this side, we've got the larger cupboard. So you've got loads of space in here. And we have a nice little hole in that. If you do need, you want to put a gas bottle in there for a Cadat cooker or something similar, then you can do. And you've got loads of space in here for plates and pots and pans, all of that, all your cups and bits and bobs. And this particular drawer is on drawer slides that are 200 kilos, so loads and loads of potential to really stack that up should you need. I don't think you'll ever get that up to its maximum in there. And then this all locks in and locks out, so really nice unit there.
So let's have a quick look at the buddy box. The buddy box spin there, grab him out, these two handles, and then he's then a really lovely storage cube in that. And the beauty of the U-shape is you can still use it and it still functions with or without the buddy box in there. And the buddy box is just a lovely bit of additional storage, but then opens the van up should you need to do other things. You want to load through area that you can either get in and out through the back of the van, or you can put things in there like bikes and kayaks and SUPs and things like that, and you're going to get a lovely load through area. So we'll move that cushion out of the way. I'll show you how that goes, and then you can see what sort of space you're going to get. So here we go. This is it now opened right up, and what a space. That's great, isn't it? So look at all the things you could possibly put in there. Like I said, you've got your bikes, kayaks, SUPs, small canoes, everything that you could possibly think of, fishing gear, all your awnings if you need to, if you've got a big drive away awning or a blow up awning, something like that. It's all going to fit in there with ease. And the great thing is you can now get access in and out of the van without having to use those side doors if you don't want to. So you've got another point of access and exit out of the van, which is absolutely superb. It's also one of the fastest setups to turn into a bed as well. So let me show you that as we go from day to night mode, literally within less than a minute. Super fast from day to night mode with the cushions there, creating that massive bed. So you can see our setup includes the bifold bed, and that just gives us loads of space towards the back of the van. So it means standing height is more accessible in more places. By having that bifold mechanism, you can get a lot further down the back of the van at full standing height. Up in the top of the van, there's also another lovely space, which is the equivalent of a double bed in the roof as well. Absolute great use of space. So thanks for joining me on this tour around video of this amazing transit van, and I think you'll probably agree with me and think, well, you can certainly see why they are so popular in Britain. It outsells its rivals 3-1. It's a really nice practical van. They drive really lovely. They're really good on the price point, and there are lots of different models available to sort of tweak and get to your absolute perfect configuration. This one in particular looks really cool because of that body kit. It is the Sport Custom, like we said, so it does give it that little bit extra on the outside. So I do think that is definitely worth seeking out one of those. If you can find one, then they're absolutely brilliant. But look at the space in the back of it. It's lovely and square, and it's just gives the biggest bed possible in this size of van. Short wheelbase vans are difficult to get a lot of space into and get that layout working well for you, but these work really nicely with the U-shape. Biggest seating area, most social seating, and the biggest bed, still keeping all your cabinets and storage as well. It's just a winner, isn't it? So if you agree, please do give us a thumbs up. We like that very much. Please do subscribe and hit that bell button if you'd like to get notifications of when we bring out our latest releases. So in the meantime, we're going to enjoy this van a little bit more before we have to hand it over to the customer, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. So do take care. We'll see you soon.